Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Bradford's Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Charles trotting out now the NFL leader in passing yardage this season. A lot of people just assumed it was Matt Ryan, but no, it was Drew Brees as the Saints take the field. 5,208 yards, his fifth time throwing for over 5,000 in a season.
Isn't he the only one who's thrown for over 5,000 yards more than once in an NFL season? So he's made that his benchmark, which tells you about his excellence. Absolutely unbelievable what he gets done, how they run offense in New Orleans. They've got to support him with better defense. If they improve there, they're a playoff team.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Saints are going to get a first down. For Ingram, he topped the 1,000-yard mark this year for the first time in his 6-year career.
Didn't he just come out of Alabama last year?
That's what it feels like, right?
I mean,
it's hard
it's
to
amazing.
believe 6 seasons he's had.
Won a Heisman Trophy there, finally over 1,000 yards as a pro, and he increased his number of long runs, becoming a much better ball carrier into the secondary.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Breeze hands to Ingram. Oh, you can't teach that. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, like one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
They go play action here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. 3rd and long for Bradford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. Pulled in at the 24. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. All right, let's introduce you to the starters. C.J. Spiller is the man that we discussed, the running back.
I love watching him play, Brandon. Can run it, can catch it, can return it. You give him just a little bit of space, you've got trouble on your hands if you're a defensive player.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. Here they are, the starting 11. And you were telling me before the game, taking this from your knowledge bank, that if they need to improve anywhere in 2017, maybe in the secondary. Is that right?
I think you're right on that one, because I think they're very happy with Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod down the middle as the safeties. But they'd love to make an upgrade at the corner position, because if you're playing in the NFC East, there's some guys who can go out and get the football. And then I think up front, they're looking for a bigger year from Fletcher Cox. He's their bell cow on defense. Defensive tackle, defensive end. They need to have that all-pro season from him again in 2017.
Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target, and that brings up fourth down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. Forced out to his left. Left side and caught by Flainer. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking there for Reuben Randall, and it's third and short.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Ryan Matthews on third down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Let's expand on Ryan Matthews for a second. He has a couple 1,000-yard years in his back pocket. This season, 661. Did have a career-high 8 touchdowns, but where does he fit in to the Eagles' offense going forward?
That's going to be an interesting question that has to be answered by Philadelphia, by Doug Peterson, their head coach, because he was truly their lead running back until a fumble at Detroit. I think that changed things for him. A crucial one down the stretch. Philadelphia ended up losing the game. When he takes care of the football, he's a hard-hitting, aggressive inside runner who can set a tone for a team. But if he doesn't take care of the ball, that gives an opportunity for someone else to come in and become the lead runner for Philadelphia.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on fourth down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Brent Selleck taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, 76 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Hey. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer, an even 90 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Forbath to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They could make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. third down. Bradford. On the grab, it's Reuben Randall. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On the run, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Following the interception, Bradford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Bradford on 2nd down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch out. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Final play of the half. Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Eagles are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Saints have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Sturgis is going to kick it away. The Eagles go up by 3. Saints take it early in the second. Breeze' deep pass will be completed, and it leads to a touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Now midway through the second. Fleener has the catch coming across the middle, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. The lead now at 11. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Philadelphia for the second half.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A pickup there of 37. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Well, the offense lining up first and 10.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
Bradford now to throw on first down. Hurts over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Now Bradford, and this is Randall here over the middle. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Bradford going to throw for it. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. So they're able to get the 6, but they cannot get in on the 2-point conversion. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Second down, Ryan Matthews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Single, slot. Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
Third and long for Bradford. He's got time. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Murphy. Oh, the hurdle. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, 66 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hey, Green, 39.
They'll try to get the running game going with Ryan Matthews. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
4 down, check. There we go. Green, 90. Green.
On 3rd down, Bradford goes underneath for Sproles. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Hey. 4 down,
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
4 down. Check. Ready. 90. 58. Right over there.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure that they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
You got 4. Ready. 58 to the right. 58.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4 down. Alert.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. He's going to get the football. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.